What's going on, guys? Welcome to Geek Fest Live. I am randomly here. Appreciate you guys joining in. I do. I know it's been a while. We didn't do one last week. We took the week off. We needed it for sure. I don't know. We might be taking this Sunday off too. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's just the world is topsy turvy. Am I right? But we always have the Geek Fest to keep us company and keep us going. AJ, thanks for joining in, my friend. Appreciate that. But there's some news. I figured I'd jump on for about a half hour or so before I go record the news somewhere else. I do that. That is my main job. I report on certain news topics. So, all right, let's get started. So, the big rumor coming out from the Flash. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I'm very excited about it. So, I'm trying to get everything in order. I kind of jump on these quickly. And if you go over to our TikTok and you follow us there, you'll see I kind of get a little more in depth about it, but I'm going to talk about it here. So there are spoilers, potential leaks. It's coming out from My Time to Shine. I put it out earlier and I had shared it on our Twitter. But we do know that in the new Flash movie, Ezra Miller is playing two different Flashes, from two different worlds in the multiverse. So it is possible that it is the other Flash. Let's call him Flash for now because we don't have any concrete proof. It may be the villain of the story. What does that mean? Could he be the Reverse Flash? So Ezra Miller playing both roles. That could be very interesting. We do know this is a take on Flashpoint, so we could see where it goes from there. We know we're getting two Batmen, one Michael Keaton and one in Ben Affleck, and of course, this movie is known to get ready to almost retcon everything and get rid of certain characters within the Snyderverse. So, and that's going to be Superman, Cyborg, and Batman. And we've already seen that this has happened because if you did, again, more spoilers for Peacemaker now. At the end of Peacemaker, we see the Justice League show up. And that Justice League is made up of Superman. So I do have a feeling we will be getting another Superman. Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the Flash. There was a Batman and a Cyborg stand-ins to be there, but they did not use them. They cut them out. Of course, the only ones who spoke were Jason Momoa showed up as Aquaman, and Ezra Miller showed up as the Flash, and they both had speaking lines in it. And they're the only ones whose faces we saw. What could this mean with what's the Flash going to do? Again, I do have a feeling we are going to get Superman. They just haven't cast a new one yet. And that's just kind of where we're at. So they're going to pass the time with the new Supergirl that's going to be introduced in the Flash movie. And then once they want to and then they'll have Batman through Michael Keaton, of course. And it kind of, I kind of get it now. You have your own Batman entity in the Robert Pattinson movies because you're going to get at least two more movies out of that. With everything buzzing back about it, you're going to get a lot more. So, we'll see what happens. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. I am excited for it. So I am super excited to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. That is my Batman. I loved it. I have watched 89 Batman at least 3 more times since, seeing those pictures. And I think I still have them up. I could show them to you. The pictures in the new suit as we see here. Oh, God, it just looks so awesome. I can't wait to see what happens with this, where they're going to go with it. Eventually, hopefully leading to a new Batman Beyond. I saw, it was fan art especially, but it was Timothée Chalamet in a Batman Beyond costume. It just got me excited because I know he probably never would, but I think he would make a pretty cool Terry McGinnis. And sound off in the comments. Again, this is an open forum show. Anybody watching or joining in, you can check it out. Make sure you hit that like button. We appreciate it. If you like the channel, go check out more. Hit subscribe. We appreciate that too. My man AJ says, I think I'm more excited for the Flash movie than the Batman movie. I am very excited to see Michael Keaton. I don't know that I care too much about the Flash movie. I shouldn't say that. I care about the Flash movie like I care about I don't know. So, like maybe like the new Suicide Squad movie. I'm like, cool, I'm in. I want to see it. But yeah, I mean, like, I just didn't get that excited for it. I am kind of getting more and more built up, I think, because it's a week away for the new Batman movie. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to see it on the 4th, so I'm going to see it a little bit late, and then my review will be out. But I will see it, review it. You guys can check all that out and more. But yeah, I'm at that point where, for me, this new Batman movie is at least we're getting something where we get a young Batman who's in action, maybe get a couple of movies out of it. Could be a lot of fun. But then you take away and you can still get an older Batman that we know that kind of works and he can be mentored to the rest. So I'm excited for that. There's just a lot of exciting opportunities here, and I hope DC starts pulling it together. They just made one of the best TV shows that I've seen ever. Like, it was just such a great show on its own. It didn't even have to be a DC property. On its own, it could be great. So I'm excited at the opportunity that they could actually turn something into this. Like, they tried with Snyder, they screwed it up, and I always blame WB for that. I'm not saying Snyder's look is for everybody, but they should have had more faith in their director. And now, granted, I know he went through a lot of hardships and turmoil, and there's so much dealing with it. And we know Whedon taking over completely destroyed it for the actors that were there that we liked. But I hope that we get a little more balance and less turmoil, and we can kind of move on and get these characters, the storylines that we want to desperately see that Marvel has been killing for years. So, I mean, it's lots of fun stuff. Going on with it. So we're getting more and more out of all these hero stories. Oh, I did put up a post yesterday on our TikTok, and it's up on our YouTube as well. There's a new horror movie coming out, and I just want to mention it now when I think of it. And superhero related. Starlight, Annie from The Boys, Erin Moriarty, the actor, is stepping into this new movie called True Haunting. And I'm super excited for it. So I'm a big fan of the Conjuring movies. I always had a great time with them. The third one, not so much. But I feel like the Conjuring universe is trying to turn itself into something bigger than it should be. I felt like it stood... they were outliers when they started, and it was just like, we're going to be a new face of horror, a new type of horror, and it's going to be interesting. And they did a great job with it, and then they just got kind of too big, and they wanted to expand their world more and more. And I didn't feel like that needed to happen. But anyway, I can argue about that all day long any other day. But this was, this is more for the updates of like, so True Haunting is going to be separate from that. It's not part of the Conjuring world. It's coming out. And it's Erin Moriarty's going to star in it. And I think one of the actors from Stranger Things is going to be in it. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But it's Ed and Marcia Becker were a young family, just had a baby, moved into this brand new house, and it was haunted. It was haunted by the family that lived there before. And it was like violently haunted. They were terrible. So they got an exorcist to come in, and it was the first ever televised exorcism on NBC in 1971. And supposedly after that, things got way worse for them. Like that, it did not work. So, whatever you believe, however you believe in it, fine. But for the sake of the movie, it seems like a really interesting tale, and I'm very excited for it. So I definitely want to see that. I like Erin Moriarty on The Boys. I think she's great. She was great on Jessica Jones and a few other things she's worked on. So I am definitely want to see where this goes. But yeah, so she's going to be starring in True Haunting, which she was just cast, getting ready to film. So also on the unrelated superhero note, this is not a superhero show. This is about anything geek, but it seems like we talk about superheroes more and more these days. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, going to be a TV show on Disney Plus. It's been announced. Rick Riordan, who penned the books, came out and said they're looking to start filming in June 1st. So exciting stuff. Really interested in that. My kid loves these books. In fact, he's been bugging me. He's like, I want to audition. And it's funny because he's not an actor. Well, I shouldn't say he's not an actor. He's just young. He hasn't really gotten fully into it. He does, things here and there. But so I shouldn't tear him down in any way. I think he's a really talented kid. But anyway, my point being is that's how I kind of kept up with Percy Jackson and stuff like that. I read the books with him so we could talk about them, stuff like that. And then they were fun. They were cool little books, different. And I could see why I was really into them. And he wasn't a huge fan of the movies, but he really wants to see a TV show made of it. So now that it is, we were talking about it, and it's very exciting. It's gearing up. So I don't think they've cast anybody yet, but June 1st is supposedly when they are going to start shooting. So look for that on Disney Plus, probably in 2023. It's going to be interesting. AJ. I'd love to see a Batman Beyond story, but I feel like they're leaning towards Batman grooming a young Batgirl to take the mantle. So a new JL could be Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Batgirl, and Supergirl. Thoughts? I think that's exactly what it's going to be. I do agree. I think Batgirl is going to be the way to go. But I don't count out the possibility of Batman Beyond. I wouldn't count it out. I would just, for the next few years, maybe, because he's going to actively be Batman in the Batgirl show. I think he's going to be an older Batman, so she's going to take more of it. So I think she'll take on with the Justice League. And we'll see. We'll see how it all kind of turns out. It really depends. That's the thing about DC. It's make or break right now. I'm not saying things have to be exactly as they are in the comics. But whereas I think Marvel is doing things different from the comics, but keeping within the same vein. We're still getting all of these characters that we really loved. And now they're at a point where it's all right, we did the fan service. Now let's kind of push forward. We have a lot of other great characters that we can show. And that's what I'm excited for. Whereas with Justice League, who knows what they're going to do. So I'm excited for this new Batman. I'm excited to see Keaton step back into it. I will be watching it all. But, we just have to see. It's a wait and see thing. Because they could fail us. They have, and they could again. They just need to stay out of their own way sometimes. They need to get James Gunn just to do everything. Just be like, here, you do it. And he can pick out all the directors and such that he wants. Because I would trust that guy to be a producer of this world. Or just get Kevin Feige and just be like, hey, man, just take over. Just take over this too. So we just have this awesomeness. Okay. So let me pull this up. There's another thing. All right, here we go. Okay, so Marvel Studios slightly delays Halloween special start date. One of the more unexpected projects that is due to come from Marvel Studios Disney Plus offerings is a project based on the supernatural Werewolf by Night. The character is an obscure one and also comes from several iterations throughout the years. This started with the original Jacob Russell in 1795, who was bitten by a werewolf in Dracula's service. His son, Gregory, went on to inherit the curse in the 1950s thanks to the Darkhold. We know the Darkhold's out there in the world. An object of power that will be seen in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We have actually already seen it. A more recent take on the character saw a 17-year-old Hopi American named Jake become the titular werewolf when the Life Foundation started experiments on their reservation. That could be interesting because then you connect the Sony world again. It's unclear which version will be the subject of the upcoming project, which is expected to be a shorter holiday special type of event. Marvel Studios hasn't even officially announced its existence yet. Even with outlets having announced several pieces of casting already, such as Michael Giacchino coming on board to direct. All right. Listen, I didn't know about that, and I'm friggin' excited. That would be great. Werewolf by Night? Seriously? Hell yeah, I'm in. That'd be amazing. And it's a Halloween special too. Count me in. And you know what? That's the thing I love about what Disney Plus is doing. They're going whole hog into their specials, their holiday specials, and they have not relaxed on Halloween, which I dig. They really play it up, and I love that. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff coming out. It's going to be really interesting, to say the least. So no new real news on Obi-Wan yet. I'm kind of just going through everything. Just want to see what's what. This is going to be sort of a short show because if we do one on Sunday, then we'll get a little bit more into it. And I think we're going to have a guest, so we'll go from there. But yeah, so big thing, Target Con came on. Let me pull it up. I'll show you what's out. So if you guys know, I am a big Funko Pop collector. I always enjoy them. So let me pull up the thing for you. Hey, why did I do that? Hold on, I'll find it. I know where it is. And then we will go from there. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm going to pull it up on screen for you guys to check out. I did pick up something already, like at 9 o'clock this morning, because it started at 8 Central. I bought the thing I was looking for, which is a huge thing for me personally. Where do we go? All right, let's see. All right, let's pull it up. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the Funko Con 2022. So they got a Knuckles, which is like sort of that furry feeling to him. New Becky Lynch, if you're into WWE. The red chrome Boba Fett looks cool. I was talking about it with Radar, one of our guys on our Discord. He's a collector as well, and he's really into it. I think it looks cool. I've got a bunch of Boba Fett's already that I kind of dig. I don't know that I need or want that one, but I like the keychains. I like the pin. I don't collect pins, and the keychains are usually few and far between, but this is the one I picked up. But before we get there, this is just kind of where we're at. We have an art series Joker. The art series Penguin, I believe, is out now. We have a He-Man on Battle Cat Flocked. Super Metallic Black Luster Soldier from Yugioh. I don't collect Yugioh. If you're into Parks and Rec, the Treat Yourself 2-pack. This one, let me show you. I'll pull it up. This is from Wrath of Khan. This is the one that I picked up. It's very cool. It does come with like a window where they're kind of touching. This one means a lot to me. As you guys know, we lost one of our scene snobs last year. He's my best friend for 25 years. And I promise you, I'm not going to get sad on you guys or anything like that. Lost him to cancer last year. And we were, this was our movie. He was the one, like, when we were in high school, he was like, you got to watch Wrath of Khan. And I sat down and watched it. We watched Spacey, then we watched Wrath of Khan. He had him on VHS. And, like, so this was, like, our movie. In fact, years ago, and now this is the super geeky part. So there's I actually have both pieces of it now. It was a pendant of the Star Trek emblem, and it says, you always have been and always will be. You always have been and always shall be my friend. And like it broke, and like he had half and I had half, and like we did it when we were really young when we got him. And so then he passed away. I wound up getting it, but that's why for me this was such a big deal, and I'm super excited to have gotten that. So let me go back though, because I don't want to keep being sappy for you guys. I want you guys to sort of enjoy. So they're going to be announcing more soon. It looks like we're going to get a Skeletor t-shirt pack with Evil Lynn. There's the Penguin. Pins, Boba Fett logo pins, Target Con. If you're a Pokemon fan, Lucario, I think that's how you say it. My kid tells me all the names. Magic Johnson, if you collect those. Belle from Beauty and the Beast, but with the VHS cover, which is kind of cool. And it looks like a Funko mini backpack Bo-Katan helmet. Oh, that's pretty rad. So we got a lot of stuff coming up, and I don't think they have anything. Yeah, so it's basically just where we're at with that. Yeah, no, some cool stuff though. Yeah, but nothing that I think speaks to too many things going on. But if you are a collector, I've started collecting the Marvel Select figures, and I've been kind of picking and choosing because they've been around since like 2004. So some of them, like I got a Daredevil, not the variant, the one where he's got his mask on, a Thor from 2008, and I got Hawkeye, who came out I think 2016 or 2017, maybe in 2018, and I'm getting the Wolverine, yellow and black and blue, and I'm getting the Doctor Strange, the comic version. So I'm definitely excited for that. Lots of cool stuff going on. So if you are into collecting, you can head over to our Instagram and our TikTok. We do both things. I do unboxings on Instagram. We share them everywhere though. And there's pictures of everything up on our Instagram, so you can go follow that and just kind of join and comment along and show me yours too. If you join our Discord, we have a collectors channel, and you can jump in and show pictures and let's see what you got. So all right, so with everything else going on right now, Doctor Strange 2 is gearing up. It's getting bigger and bigger, and the rumors are not stopping. They're not slowing down in any way. There's been a lot of leaked rumors where they're saying John Krasinski is basically exactly who you think he's going to be. We're excited for that. We're saying we're going to get way more X-Men than we're anticipating. The Illuminati is going to be closer to the comics than everybody was anticipating. And just tons of stuff. So, and we're getting more and more. And one of the big things was, again, spoiler world. So if you guys, it could be possible potential spoilers. So take it with a grain of salt. So if you don't want to hear it, definitely get out. Give us a like and head out. Maybe subscribe. Check us out later. See if I was right. But they're saying that it's not. Wanda's the villain, but Wanda is not. Wanda's taken over in this. So it would definitely be interesting to see what happens. Who are you most excited to? Comment. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear on your answers on this. Like who you're most excited to possibly see, and what this opens up to. Because supposedly this is going to be the movie that makes sure and introduces in a big way in our world, in the MCU world as we know it, the X-Men and Fantastic Four. So we know where they're coming in. We know we're going to get them. And a big reason for that is, I guess, and I don't know how or where this is going to go, but supposedly this is going to be, the theory is like a reverse House of M, where at the end, Wanda says no more mutants and mutants disappear. This is going to be her bringing all of the mutants in. So maybe it's awakening something. Could be interesting to see who's who and where it all kind of comes from. So definitely excited for that. AJ, what you got? Do you like Theory of the Variant one? Yes. I don't know that I agree that she said no more mutants, and that's why there are no X-Men. I like the idea that she's going to maybe awaken in them the X gene, by bringing them in or something like that. So I don't know. I know they're going to do it right. I know it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. So I think one thing that we are kind of neglecting talking about, because Doctor Strange is as big as it is how massive Thor is going to be. And I'm so excited for it. Thor in the MCU is my favorite character. I love Thor. Thor has completely broken it apart for me. He is amazing and fantastic. Chris Hemsworth did a terrific job with him. And I'm so glad he's there. So this new movie, I'm very excited for. I hope he doesn't go anywhere. He could end up dead. I don't know. Again, that's not a spoiler. That's speculation. He could end up dead, could just lose an arm. We'll see what happens there. That's happened before. But overall, we'll see. I'm excited to see how it goes. But Thor should be getting a trailer very soon. I thought this week. I thought it was probably coming on Tuesday. I guess that was not the case, but we will see something very soon. I don't think it will be a big thing, but we will get, here, of course, we will do a trailer reaction. So you can join us there. We'll also be talking about it on all of our social media, so you can join us there and stuff like that as well. So with that being said, I got a half hour before I got to start my main job. And that is going to, well, actually, technically, this is not my main job, but but I do have another job that I have to do, and that is reporting the news. So it'll be a lot of interesting things there. Morbius final trailer this Monday. I had heard that too, so I'm interested to see. I still truly believe Andrew Garfield's going to be in there as Spider-Man, or at the very least Peter Parker version, which to me is still the same whether you're in costume or not. But I'm anxious to see what kind of happens with it. It's going to be interesting. I'm down for Morbius. I think that's going to open up a whole new world. I think, and AJ, I know we've talked about this, and you've mentioned it too. So I think Thor is going to have a connection to Null. Gore the God Butcher, he's going to have the sword in it, which we know is Null's sword, and I think there's going to be a connection to there. And I think they're really going to push this venomized absolute carnage, King in Black type of story. I'm super stoked for it. I'm excited. I want them to do it. I want everybody to be there. If the rumors are true, we could be seeing Toby in Doctor Strange as not the Peter Parker Spider-Man we know, but a variant of Peter Parker Spider-Man, which could be interesting. But we'll see. I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. That's where everything is at. Like, there's so much speculation, and there's a lot of things I have that I could say, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay subdued because I don't want to start putting out false information without knowing. So I'm just kind of at that point right now. But as I kind of verify things as we go on, like I'll talk about the speculation, things like that. But as I verify things, I'll try and put it out there. So I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens, because even Bruce Campbell, who is going to be in this movie, is in every one of Sam Raimi's big movies. I had mentioned that, and it was a spoiler leak, that the possibility of him playing Boulder the Brave, but now it's a possibility that he might be playing a version of Doctor Strange, a variant. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining in. So, before you go, over under 75%, we see here Kang's name, and I wouldn't even say 75. I would say 100. We're going to see. I don't think we're going to see him in a big way, but we're going to see something. Kang is a huge part of this. We know that. He's already been introduced, but I think a lot of people are forgetting about that and how connected to the multiverse he is. So I'm going to say 100%, because I was actually surprised he didn't show up somewhere, or at least his voice or something didn't show up, or connection to him in No Way Home. But I kind of get why not. I was being modest with the percentage. No, you're smart to do that. You know me, I'll throw everything at the wall and just be like, okay, let's see what happens. But I do believe like 100%, like he's going to be a part of it in some way. I don't think he's going to be the main villain, pulling strings, doing the things in that. We'll see more of him down the line. We'll see how he connects the quantum realm to the multiverse. Because we know it's connected, but we don't know exactly how it's connected. And I think the quantum realm is going to be the way to travel through the multiverse in a certain way, as we know through time travel can happen, stuff like that. And I think Kang is going to have a big part of what the quantum realm is. So be on the lookout for that and see where's what. All right. So but again, with Bruce Campbell, I heard he could be playing a variant of Doctor Strange, which would be awesome. And if he shows up in Doctor Strange, I truly wish and hope he shows up in Doctor Strange in this movie, but in the comic outfit. I would love to see him in that 70s comic outfit. Bucket Teeth, what's going on? Do you have your ticket for Batman? Yes, I do. I'm going to see it on March 4th. It's my kid's birthday on March 3rd. So I'm spending the day with him, but I will be there like first thing in the morning, March 4th, and then I will have a review up on our Patreon that day, and a few hours, not even a few hours later. So it'll be up on our Patreon. As we know, our patron supporters get all of our pre-recorded stuff, for the most part, 24 hours before it shows up on our YouTube channel, but then it will be up there. Food for thought. Since Deadpool killed baby Hitler, does that mean Captain America doesn't exist? No, I don't think so. And remember, it's how did the Hulk explain it? It's your future. Like, that's your future. So, like, you don't change the past. You're changing your future. So we'll see what happens. But all right, guys, I am going to take off. I appreciate you guys for watching. Bucket Teeth, thanks for jumping in. AJ, thank you as always, man, for backing me up. Appreciate you. And congratulations, just so everybody knows, congratulations to AJ, who won this month's monthly Patreon prize giveaway. He won a 22 by 34 inch Infinity Saga poster and a Black Panther Funko Pop. These are the past prizes that we have for the past 9 months or so. We've been doing this. It seems like everybody's enjoying it, so we kind of keep it going. But, just want to congratulate AJ. He's been awesome. He's a moderator of our Discord, which you guys can join if you want to. Head on over to the thescenesnobs.com, links in below, and just join the Discord. Join in geek conversations. Have a good time with it. And talk about all things that we love. But again, you guys are all awesome. I appreciate you. We probably will be doing a Geek Fest Live, and Casey will be joining me Sunday night at 10 p.m. And I think we're going to have a guest. I have to figure that out. I do know tonight is pizza night with my family, and we will be getting that bat pizza from Little Caesars because we're going to give it a try. Have something fun. Why not, right? So until next time, I'm Mick Manhattan. You can check me out on the Scene Snobs podcast live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then on all podcast platforms like right after the show's over. So go check it out however you want to check it out. If you want to join in live, stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. AJ, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Buck Teeth Bandit, thank you. And anybody who's watching this down the road or afterwards, remember to comment, join our stuff, and let's have a good time with it. All right, and until next time, everybody, I bid you adieu. Stay geeky. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest Live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.